What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Sports Dr. Spock, Mickey, coming with another reaction video. I know you guys like the wrestling reaction videos, so I'm going to continue to bring at least one a week to you. This one is about the Honky Tonk Man, a.k.a. Will Ferris. He's going to speak on why he lost to the Ultimate Warrior in seconds to lose the Intercontinental Championship back at SummerSlam. I believe that was SummerSlam 88. So without any further, ado, Mr. Ferris.
Your matches with Ricky Steamboat.
Long 20-minute, 25-minute matches that were really, really good. Everyone wanted to see. I was the kind of a heel, the bad guy that everyone wanted to see get beat. It didn't matter who beat me. And obviously I did my job. When I see people now, they say, when I was a kid growing up 10 years ago, I hated you. I hated you so bad. I just wanted anybody to beat you. Obviously, I did my job. If I made people hate me and they bought a ticket to come and see someone beat me, they didn't care who it was. Oh, I just want him beat. I want someone to beat him. And that was the thing that I took pride in, that I was able to make everyone sit.
That's very good. That is a heel's job. And he was one of the best. Because I remember being a kid back when I thought this wasn't staged, or I felt like it was real, so to speak. I always wanted to see the Honky Tonk Man lose because I felt like he thought he could sing and dance, and he looked like Elvis, and I thought he was an Elvis copycat. I just wanted to see him lose, and he always talked so much shit that I couldn't wait to see somebody whoop this dude's ass. He really did have that attitude, so he was a really good heel. Go ahead, Honky.
Sitting out there in TV land, buy a ticket to see me get beat. The sad part about myself and the Steamboat thing was, after I defeated Ricky and I got the belt because he wanted to take time off, was he dropped out of sight and didn't come back and work any matches with me. We could have done sellout business because he's a great babyface. He's one of the best in the business.
Right.
He rates up there in the top 10 guys.
He can have great matches.
How about your
with
match with Beefcake at WrestleMania 4?
Beefcake, not bad. We had a nice little run. Everyone thought I would have been getting a haircut, and I would have, if they would offer me any money at all, I would have done the hair thing, and it would have been great.
Right.
I would have done it, and I think I could have gotten as much or more heat by coming back with Jimmy Hart with the tonic that he put on my hair and come back with a big fake wig.
Right.
Goddamn commercials. Shit.
Would have been great business. But they never offered me any kind of money. They never talked to me about money. And every interview I did that McMahon was around, and he was in the interview rooms a lot of times, I made sure that I did the interview to let him know that the day that they cut the Honky Tonk Man's hair is the day that I'll be retired living on a lake. I let him know subtly through those interviews that don't even think about it.
Right.
Don't even think about it unless you're going to come with some kind of payday. Now, we go to the WrestleManias and I think I made $7,000 or $8,000 for that WrestleMania. And then you got Hogan in the main event of WrestleMania making $1, $2, $3 million. Is there a discrepancy in pay? Come on.
How about Ultimate Warrior?
But that was Hulk Hogan, though.
Well, gosh.
I'm sorry to stop it, but how do you get mad that Hulk Hogan makes more money than you? I know $8,000 and $3 million is, that's a whole nother scale. I'm starting to, maybe I should stop talking because I can see what he's talking about. I can see him making more money than everybody else, but damn, I'm getting $8,000 and I'm working the same card as somebody that's getting millions of dollars. Woo, can you at least give me 40 or 50 grand? I just changed my mind in mid-sentence just thinking about that shit.
Holy Christ.
Was he out there?
Man, just protect yourself, brother. I was going into the program with him Hercules had worked the program with him, and I hadn't seen it. I just heard about it because I was in the different towns back then. When they were bringing guys along, they usually put the bring along guys in the sea town, the Scranton, Pennsylvanians, and the places like that. But they were working these matches, and I guess it was just deadly. I mean, they were just beating each other to death because Hercules, big strong guy, steroided up. Here's a Warrior, steroided up. He was into amphetamines heavy, you know.
Right.
So anyway, I go to Hercules and I say, Herc, I'm gonna have to start working with this guy. How is he?
Right.
It's always important to find out how some guy is. How is he? He said, you're gonna dread getting up in the morning.
That's what they said.
Dread
Everything
getting up in
hurt.
the morning. He said, yeah. Why is that? Because you know what you got to face that night.
Right.
You got to be kidding me. He said, brother, just watch yourself. He said, I don't know. You know how to work and everything. You can probably work with him. Me and him just went out there and beat the shit out of each other. You know, Herc was a good worker.
Right.
He tells me I know how to work. I said, you know, you know how to work too. He's all we did is beat the shit out of each other. He's deadly.
I'm sorry that how this is
Holy
positioned.
Christ, was he deadly? But you know, I was with him for about 6 months. All I could do, I did was protect myself. Is I taught him to slow down and to relax. Rick Rude owes a debt of gratitude. He taught him actually how to work. Rick Rude took him 20-minute matches every night, high spots, did a lot of stuff with him, and ended up having a really good match at a SummerSlam or one of those pay-per-views with him. And then he went on to work with Dino Bravo and then on with Hogan, and then Warriors turned out to be an okay worker now. He lost some of that appeal, I think, to the crowd, because for him to go out there and go 20 minutes is like putting Goldberg in the ring for 20 minutes.
Right,
So you want to see this guy do 3 minutes and the jackhammer. You want to see the Warrior come in, shake the ropes, run, bing, 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 hit the guy 1, 2, 3. That's what you want to see. I think one of the biggest pops of all time, though, was when he came through the curtain at Madison Square Garden at the SummerSlam, when I said, I don't care who's out here, I want to wrestle anybody, it doesn't matter to me, bring out anybody, nobody can beat me. And they hit his music, and that place went absolutely bananas. And he hit the ring, bing, 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 give me the flying shoulder block, splash me 1, 2, 3. It erupted. The place erupted. Didn't regret doing that job at all, because Vince was a businessman to me about that.
Right.
He told me 6 months ahead of time what he wanted, what he would like to do, where he was going. Hogan's wanting to do movies. Hogan's wanting to take time off. He said, you know, I got to have the belt in the towns. Talking about the world champions. I said, I understand. He said, I know that this guy can't work a fucking lick. But he said, I want you to go out there. He said, work with the guy in the front row. He said, I just need to get him over. I'm going to push him all the way. I said, I'll do it. Came down to the match at Madison Square Garden. They asked for a finish. They said, we need to get him over. How do you want to do it? And that, to me, is the way to treat a guy in this business. A young guy breaking in, you tell him, hey, go out there, shut your mouth, do the job.
You know what? Not just to cut the Honky Tonk Man off. I remember watching the Iron Claw movie and Fritz saying to Kerry about how he could work circles. This is when Kerry had the Intercontinental belt around Warrior. He used Warrior's real name because I guess Kerry and the Warrior were boys when they wrestled down in Dallas. And he was like, when you gonna get a world title shot? He couldn't hold a candle to you. Like, Kerry could work circles. Kerry with 1 foot could work circles. See, a lot of people didn't know that Kerry only had 1 foot. That's how good. How well he worked. But let me quit marking, as they say, and let Wayne finish. Go ahead, Wayne.
An older guy in the business. Here's what we need to do. Here's why. How would you like to do it? Since I'm the one that's having to do it, let me have some input. And they asked me, and I said, I think it needs to be fast. The faster, the better. And they said, okay. We put it together, and that's how we did it.
Watch thousands of exclusive shooting.
Yeah, if you can, go ahead and subscribe to Title Match TV, and don't forget to subscribe here because we do more than just wrestling reactions. We do a full podcast at the Mickey Coleman. As soon as I can get my mic to work right at the Mickey Coleman Mike Love podcast. We do more than just the podcast, so don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe for your Mike Love. This is your boy, the Sports Dr. Spock, Mickey Coleman. Y'all go ahead and enjoy this weekend. It's the beginning of the year. Don't forget your New Year's resolutions. Don't forget to stick with them. And I am out. Check us out tomorrow on the Mick and Mike Love podcast. Oh, no, we're not doing it till Tuesday. We're going to do it, and we're going to have Nove Smith. Nove will be joining us on the Mick and Mike Love podcast on Tuesday. We're going to do a special podcast reviewing Netflix premiere of Raw. Take it easy.